This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, one of New Zealand's biggest sporting figures is in Dunedin today. A serious crash in icy conditions leaves a number of people injured. Were they wearing seatbelts? And what appears to be a World War II explosive has been discovered at the University of Otago. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Holly Buchanan. Starstruck basketball fans have been given the chance of a lifetime attending a camp in Dunedin held by Kiwi NBA star Steven Adams. It's the third in a series of camps as the Oklahoma Centre looks to promote the sport in his home country. And for 400 youngsters from the South, it was also a chance to pick the star's brain.
A day they'll never forget, budding young local basketballers getting the chance to learn a few tips from Kiwi NBA star Steven Adams. The big OKC Centre in Dunedin today for the last in a series of 3 camps promoting basketball in his home country.
This camp in particular here, everybody, this is all about just fun. Just getting kids to come in, smile if they've been having a bad week, whatever, and that's all it is. I mean, that's what this whole camp is just about.
It's the first time Otago's hosted an Adams camp with the 400 available spots snapped up in a matter of hours. The camps are becoming a regular fixture down under in the NBA off-season. Adams has just completed his 5th campaign with the Thunder and says New Zealand players are now definitely on the radar of US scouts.
One thing about New Zealand is that we're Kiwis and we are humble and we work hard. You know what I mean? And we're great culture builders. And so that's why we're so attractive to them.
And as well as getting a glimpse of what a size 13 shoe actually looks like, today's media conference was also a chance for the youngsters to ask some probing questions of their own.
Does your long hair and moustache get hot and sweaty during your games, and do you think you'll ever cut it short?
Good question. Yeah, it really does. It's real gross. But I could use it so my hair gets real sweaty, especially in a ponytail or bun. So like, if a person's defending me, I do that. They're like, what's them in the eye? And they get like really mad.
The camps are run by the Sporting Pathways Trust, with all profits put into youth development, education initiatives and basketball development. In Dunedin, the South Today.
A Reefton teenager accused of murdering a Greymouth man has been named in the High Court at Christchurch. Justice Manda has lifted interim name suppression for 17-year-old Lewis Floyd Mackenzie, who appeared via an audio-visual link from Christchurch Men's Prison. Mackenzie is charged with murdering 41-year-old Cyrus Alexis Alupis, who was found with fatal stab wounds on June the 30th. Justice Manda remanded Mackenzie in custody until next Tuesday, when a formal application for bail is due to be made. A person at the scene of a crash where a sharer's van left the road on ice near Lee Stream this morning says all 5 people injured were not wearing seatbelts. Police say they were called to the crash at Lee Stream Outram Road at around 6:30 a.m. 7 people were in the van when it crashed, with 5 taken to Dunedin Hospital, 2 with serious injuries and 3 moderate. Emergency service workers at the scene say the van had just crossed the Lee Stream Bridge when it hit ice before leaving the road and tumbling down a gully. The van ended up resting on its side near a fence. The driver and a person sitting in the front passenger seat were wearing seatbelts and escaped without injury. Police say there are reports the stretch of road was very icy. An infamous South Dunedin bar, which was forced to close last month, looks set to rise again, just like the Phoenix. Dunedin businessman Sean McCarrigan has taken on the lease to Hef's Hotel in King Edward Street and is in the process of applying for an on licence from the Dunedin City Council. The bar closed at the end of last month after former publican Stephen Clark had his manager's licence and the bar's on licence cancelled by the Alcohol Regulatory and Licensing Authority. Public submission on the licence closes September the 7th. McCarrigan says he preferred to comment on his plans for the pub once the licence process has finished. The bomb disposal squad has been called after what appears to be a World War II era mortar shell was found in the water of Leith this afternoon. Originally there were thought to be 2 shells in the river which flows through University of Otago's campus. Police were called to the scene around 12:30 after the discovery under a bridge on Clyde Street. They say the area where the mortar was found has been cordoned off, but the road remains open. The shell was discovered a metre below ground by contractors working on the Otago Regional Council's flood protection scheme. The area has been secured and Campus Watch are assisting. Police are speaking to the Christchurch-based bomb disposal team over the phone. Old mortar shells were found at the building site on Clyde Street back in July. And still to come on The South Today, a grim warning to students planning flat initiations, and a documentary about dogs with the ability to detect disease is up for an international award.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell ultra low emission burner in action. See you in store soon.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these: jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Step into Shop on Carrot and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Welcome back. A grim warning about the danger of student flat initiations has been issued by Otago University's proctor, who fears someone could die if things don't change. An email from Dave Scott to students is urging flatmates and guests to be careful. Flat initiations are held in September and October, when students signing up for flats for the next year are initiated by the existing flatmates. Initiations led to disciplinary action against 17 students last year. Alcohol and drug consumption as part of an initiation ceremony is forbidden under the university's Code of Conduct. A rival winter festival has been announced for Queenstown. Snowbox is Europe's largest winter festival and will make its New Zealand debut in the resort next year. Snowbox organisers say they plan to recreate their European event, which is now in its 6th year. It's being billed as a week-long program of international music and events in the Wakatipu and is set to be hosted by Coronet Peak and the Remarkables. Past performers in Europe have included Fatboy Slim, Fleetwood Mac and hip-hop pioneers Grandmaster Flash. The Queenstown Winter Festival will celebrate its 45th anniversary next year. It's owned by Destination Queenstown, which says it's aware Snowbox is coming to town and have been collaborating with their team. Dates for both festivals are yet to be announced. A documentary about dogs which can detect a disease wreaking havoc on New Zealand's honeybees is up for an international award. Sarah Hite's film $1 Million Nose looks at how American foulbrood, or AFB, can now be sniffed out by detector dogs trained by a Dunedin man.
Doing what he does best, dog handler Rene Glure training dogs to use their powerful sense of smell to find a disease ravaging beehives across the country.
The dogs can detect preclinical American foulbrood, so the dogs can detect the spores of the disease. Once a beehive has the disease, the beekeeper, from a legal point of view, is required to destroy it. The dogs are able to detect that before the beekeeper can see the disease.
Glure says the best detector dogs are the ones who are crazy about fetching a ball. This is then used as a reward once they've detected the disease in a hive. The training program appears easy at first while they're indoors, but moving outside is a different story.
Going outside, dealing with the bees, dealing with the weather, the distractions, that was quite challenging because we can't search the hives when the bees are flying, because otherwise the dogs get stung. And they get stung often enough, they'll say, don't want to do this anymore. So, yes, yeah, quite a few challenges.
Glure and his dogs are the subject of a new documentary by Otago University master's student Sarah Hite called $1 Million Nose. He says being followed around by a film crew was a worthwhile experience.
It's been very interesting, and I really hope Sarah's going to do well with her documentary.
And he hopes the use of detector dogs will help end American foulbrood disease in New Zealand.
I feel there's a bit of question mark how successful it's going to be in eradicating the disease, but with different tools, dogs and other technology, possibly can be eradicated.
That message set to be spread far and wide, with Hite's documentary making it into the finals of the Science Media Awards in the US. In Dunedin, the South Today.
And after the break on the South Today, hundreds of bands are preparing for this year's Rock Shop Bandquest and teaching country kids a few things about staying safe on the farm.
Hi, it's me again. It's that time of year. It's our season, winter clearance. It's our greatest ever. 50% off all these: jackets and vests, knitwear, dress and casual trousers, warm shirts and business shirts, suits and sports jackets. 50% off. 3 stores, greatest ever winter season clearance. Alex Campbell Menswear.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
So, all 3 stores, 50% off. It's our greatest ever winter clearance.
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
Roslyn Mowers and Heating are your local Massport heating agents and offer you a competitive quote on complete Massport fire installation. Come and see the Massport Cromwell Ultra Low Emission Burner in action. See you in store soon.
The Green Island Medical Centre offers everything for your family's needs. Whether you are travelling or coming in to discuss health symptoms, our medical staff provide the best of care. We offer Manage My Health, making booking an appointment or requesting a repeat prescription a breeze. We welcome families like yours. Give us a call today, phone 03 488 2754.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Welcome back. Over 200 young school bands are lining up across the country for this year's Rock Shop Band Quest. The competition is in its 8th year and is the younger sibling of the Smoke Free Rock Quest. 18 bands have entered from Dunedin schools. Founder Glenn Commons says Band Quest is aimed at bands of 3 to 10 members up to Year 8 who play 1 or 2 songs. He says there's an award for the best original song to encourage bands to write their own material. The Otago Band Quest heat is on next Tuesday at the Kings and Queens Performing Arts Centre. Quad bikes are not toys. That's the message being taught in rural schools in North Canterbury thanks to a local initiative. The Down the Back Paddock program aims to teach country kids how to stay safe on the farm.
A dangerous machine in the wrong hands. Quad bike safety expert Kerry Miles shows Sefton school pupils a four-wheeler that was involved in a crash. He's part of a North Canterbury initiative called Down the Back Paddock, teaching safety programs in rural schools.
The key is to get the message to the children, but more importantly to get it back for them to pass on to the parents, because often parents are a wee bit sort of uneducated, and as a just experience with quad bikes, you know, amazing how many children have actually ridden a full-size quad bike when clearly it says that you shouldn't.
The program has been running for 15 years. Topics include aquatic safety and dog safety, as well as poisons children might encounter on the farm. Miles says some of the safety courses might be available online in the future.
We'll probably look at having an interactive program to follow on from this, where the children can actually go online and actually do some work online.
In the meantime, he says the safety program is in need of additional funding.
Our funding to run it is sort of drying up a bit, so we're going to have to chase up, so any support we can get from anybody would be really appreciated.
While it started in the Waimakariri district, similar safety programs are now starting up in other parts of the country. In North Canterbury, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. NBA giant Steven Adams is in town to run a basketball camp for about 400 youngsters at the Eka Centre today. A person at the scene of a crash where a sharer's van left the road near Lee Stream this morning says all 5 people injured were not wearing seatbelts. And the bomb disposal squad has been called after what appears to be a World War II era mortar shell was found in the water of Leith this afternoon. And now we'll look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Craig.
Good evening. Yeah, we've got an interesting story with some new research showing that the fire risk in coastal Otago is set to triple over the next 2 decades as the result of climate change. The research has been carried out by the forestry industry, or on behalf of the forestry industry, showing the number of days where fire risk is extreme would rise from about 5.7, which it is currently, to 18.3 in 2040. Wow. They're just saying climate change is going to bring that hotter, drier, windier conditions for the area.
It's concerning.
Well, yeah, it is. We've also spoken to Fire and Emergency New Zealand. They're well aware of it, the threat of climate change as well, and certainly being more proactive in their approach to emergency management. So hopefully got it covered. But yeah, it's something to certainly keep an eye on in future years. We've got a story also about a new passenger ferry service that's been proposed for Queenstown to ease their traffic woes. Kind of makes sense when you think about it, really.
Sure does.
Consent's been lodged by Kawerau Jet to operate 6 new commuter boats, each able to accommodate about 45 passengers. Runs from the Kawerau River through to Queenstown. Application's got to be publicly notified, so it's still a long way to go, as you can imagine. There'll be lots of people to complain, put their hands up. But yeah, it could be a novel way to address the issues, because traffic's certainly a big problem up that way.
Yeah.
And on the sporting front, we've got full coverage also of Steven Adams' visit to Dunedin. Lots of lovely photos with the 400 kids. And we're also going to have the All Black team first thing tomorrow morning, which will be named to take on Australia in the second Bledisloe Cup at Eden Park.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. Plenty of interest with a couple of injuries to Rico Ioane and Ryan Crotty, so a couple of spots will open up there. So worth picking up the paper in the morning.
That's fantastic. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Beginning with tonight's southern view, taken of expanding foam in the walls of the former Cadbury factory. Looking at the situation, a cold day or two ahead as low pressure systems move away from New Zealand and southerly airflow eases over the country. Looking to the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport can expect some cloud, easterlies and a high of 13. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim is in for partially cloudy weather, sou'westers and a high of 14. Looking at Canterbury now, cloudy skies in Kaikoura and a high of 11. Christchurch, partially cloudy, also 11 degrees, while those in Ashburton can plan for some cloud as well and a high of 10. Heading to the south, light sou'westers, afternoon showers and 8 to 9 degree highs for Balclutha, Catlins, Gore and Lumsden. Across to central Otago now, light winds for Alexandra, Queenstown, Wanaka and Te Anau. You can expect highs between 7 and 9 degrees. In northern Otago, light winds and a high of 10 degrees for Oamaru and Timaru and just 8 degrees for Omarama and Twizel. Dunedin, mostly cloudy tonight with an overnight low of just 2, but fortunately that cloud clears tomorrow with a high of 10. Similar for Friday with southwesterly winds, a high of 9 and a low of 5. In Invercargill, showers tonight with an overnight low of 5. Showers clearing but mostly cloudy tomorrow. Light sou'westers, a high of 9 and a low of 5. A period of showers early Friday, then clearing to a fine day. Cold sou'westers decreasing with a high of 8 and a low of 1. And that's it from us tonight. For the latest news from the southern region, jump online and follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. Thanks for watching. Do join us again tomorrow. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.